The Kansas State Fair provides a unique opportunity each year for the Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers to educate Kansans about the basics of wheat foods and wheat food production. In 2009, however, the two groups, working together as Kansas Wheat, took its annual State Fair exhibit to a new level of education and interaction, providing a unique educational experience that taught thousands of Kansans about wheat from farm to fork. Cindy Falk, nutrition educator for Kansas Wheat, explains the exhibit's purpose.
We're trying to educate consumers of all ages about the importance of wheat in Kansas and in their diet. So we're trying to explain about the growth cycle of the wheat plant from the grass. It looks like a grass in your front yard through the different stages, and then you end up seeing the golden wheat. And from there, then we have this nice mural with the combine and the wheat field.
Many Kansans, including Governor Mark Parkinson and Kansas Agriculture Secretary Josh Svati, enjoyed the splash of green in the Pride of Kansas building, but farmers like Leon Sowers were intrigued by other features of the exhibit. A miniature flour mill on loan from ConAgra Foods was an eye-opener to fairgoers.
I really never have looked inside of a mill and how a mill actually processed a grain of wheat, that it was how the rollers actually processed it and separated the bran from the starch or the endosperm. That's kind of one of the interesting little things I thought was really well worth having it there, and I think the kids enjoyed watching it too.
A special emphasis was placed on reaching young people who received small prizes after walking through the booth. There is so much for children to learn, as Willow and Piper Slaughter explain.
That wheat turns into flour, and you put it in the machine to do it, and it's really, the wheat stuff turns into flour. It's easy!
Those voices of tomorrow have gained newfound enthusiasm for today, and according to Sowers, they have much to be thankful for.
And I don't think, anybody realized, or a lot of people say, wow, there's a lot of product comes from $3.70 worth of wheat. And I think I've seen a lot of parents talk to their kids and say, here's a bushel of wheat and everything can be made from it. And I think it brings out to, hopefully we've brought a message to the public that the farmer isn't getting very much out of that loaf of bread or very much out of that bag of flour. And also, I think people should understand how many jobs that are created, how many people in the state of Kansas and the United States rely on agriculture, and how many people are making a living out of that bushel of wheat.
All in all, the Kansas State Fair exhibit for 2009 celebrates the great Kansas wheat industry from farm to fork.
I think we can all be proud of our wheat farmers and what they're producing, and our millers and our bakers in our state. So we would like to, thank our wheat producers, because without their efforts, we would not have all these value-added products and wheat foods and wheat flour to use.
I'm Bill Spiegel for Kansas Wheat.